Hello and welcome. Today is Monday. I think it's the 23rd day of June 2014. My name is Derek and welcome to today's video log. I want to start off by stating I just watched a hour-long video from Chris Martenson entitled The Accelerated Crash Course. And this video is very informative, dealing with it deals with economic issues, but it deals with energy and the environment as well. Lots of good information stating that we as a society, we got a long ways to go and a lot of changes for us to have a better lifestyle, but we cannot go the same path that we've been going on. Unfortunately, there's not enough people that are aware of this. So obviously, check it out, share it. That would be so amazing. Now let's move on to silver price chart action. $21.74 is the significant Fibonacci resistance level I've been talking about for a couple of days now. And that is from the $22 highs a few months ago and the lows above 18 from about 4 weeks ago. Last week on Thursday, as it was approaching that level, it didn't take long to go from that 38.2% barrier up to 61.8. You get there, now what's going to happen? And well, what has taken place was through Thursday and Friday, it just chopped above and below that level, more so above. And then as the market opened last night at 9:40 p.m. New York time, as the prices was going lower, it bottomed at $21.74. Later this morning at 7 a.m., it bottomed at, again, $21.74. It's amazing how these levels continuously, over and over again, seem to hit exactly, let alone close, as often as they do. My bias right now is that there is probably about a 2-to-1 chance that the next leg will be that of higher than lower on a significant move. So another way of stating that the next 2% move has about a 67% chance of going higher than it does going lower. That's basically my basics. Now, what's the best way to buy silver? First of all, do you buy physical? Do you buy any of this paper digital nonsense? That's what I consider to be nonsense, and that depends on your strategy. For example, some people may have a plan on, first I'm going to buy it on the digital level, then I'm going to withdraw my funds and buy physical. If you got a game theory strategy, if you've got all the X's and O's worked out well, go right ahead and play your game. But as far as physically buying it, what's the best way to buy it? And fiat cash. So you can say it's got no value, and to a degree you're right, but you're definitely wrong to another degree. It's really the only way. Oh yeah, you can use cryptocurrencies. It's pretty much the exact same thing. And you can use gold, and well, almost every single person or dealer that's selling you silver will sell you silver for gold. But when it comes down to it, you hear everyone talking about it's not how much you buy it at, but how many ounces of silver you have. And that's only really partially true, because the cheaper it is, well, the more you're going to get, and that gives you obviously more ounces. So generally speaking, the lower it's priced down, the better it is to buy, thus better to buy in bear markets than it is in bull markets. Price action, of course, still down greater, much greater, than 50% from its 2011 high, but closer to 60% down from that period. And then you got the old talk, and I know everyone talks about this, has been going for so long. Oh, you can't eat gold, you can't eat silver, and you can't eat fiat currency. However, let's just assume that I bought 600 pounds of sterling. Would that be smart, and then just hold it? Or maybe I might, 3 years down the line, 3 months, 3 decades, take the silver and buy sterling with it. And I wonder if that's going to be a challenge or not. Yeah. Finally, it's 2014, obviously. 2008, even really 7, but 2008 was when I really started getting into this. And I remember about 6 years ago, 3 video loggers on YouTube, George Fertitle, Man of Truth, and Vision Victory, all said the exact same thing. And that was this economic depression was going to be a long one, 10, 20 years. And I kind of laughed at that, not technically, but I was thinking, okay, you know what, that's a little excessive, 10, 20 years. Okay, it's 2008, I'm thinking, 2 years for the masses to wake up, and then 2 years of the cycle from when they wake up, and then the loss of confidence in fiat currency comes in, everything plays out. 4 or 5 years we hit rock bottom, which would have been 2012, 2013. Obviously, I am wrong. I think it's about a guarantee, in my opinion, that we are, in fact, in that of an economic depression. We probably have been since about 2007, so 7 years. Looks like they're going to be right. I don't see any signs of things starting to turn around within 3 years. And unfortunately, I don't see signs of the masses being able to get to grips of how corrupt this whole economic model is. I remember even hearing back then talking about how the globalists, New World Order, the elitists, whatever name you want to use, are going to crash the dollar. And I don't believe that for a second. Now, obviously, when you're talking about international trade, that's when things can get a little different, because I don't see why governments would want to end this type of system, because that to me is their mechanism of control. But now you got a situation of country versus country, with all these countries getting out of the US currency. Well, that might be what actually becomes the catalyst on a higher level that would, of course, bring things falling down. Okay, thank you for tuning in to this video, and have yourself a great week. Bye-bye.